Always wear gloves when you are using mineral spirits and solvents. The first thing you're going to do is physically scrape up as much as you can, and you want to get a little piece of trash paper that you can wipe it off on. Once upon a time, we had these things called phone books. They were free, printed on newsprint, and they published the phone number of every landline telephone in the land before the invention of the internet, when you could just look it up. We no longer have such phone books available to us, which is unfortunate because they were the best thing for cleaning up in the print shop you've ever could imagine, because you could just, on the pages of the phone book, wipe it off, and they were free. But I can't get them anymore. All right, scrape up as much as you can, and then you're going to scrape this off as much as you can, and then you're gonna roll off, and guess what I'm gonna do now?
Scrape.
Why am I scraping it so much?
You want as much off as possible.
Because if I add, as soon as I add mineral spirits to this, it's gonna turn it into soup. These like really faint ghost prints, hope that they weren't something somebody loved, but these faint offsets you can use to clean up. Now when I'm cleaning a black block that's only a black block, I don't clean it with any solvents. I just pull ghost prints on newspaper 8 or 9 times until they're really, really faint, and then I let it dry, because I think that the ink that dries on it serves as a primer and helps it print better the next time I go to print. It's gonna be a little bit different for you doing reductions, so we'll discuss that in a minute, but everything that's inky and nasty gets thrown away in these red cans. I will be keeping an eye on these red cans. There's 2 of them, okay? I'll be keeping an eye on them. Oily rags can combust. They create heat as the solvents evaporate, and if you have a lot of them stored in an open container, they can catch fire just by sitting there. It's not spontaneous combustion, but it's spontaneous combustion, okay? So anything with oil or solvent on it has to go in these fire-safe cans. I will be keeping an eye on them as they get full, and they get dumped in this bin over here, and then I will be contacting hazardous waste and scheduling pickups for that bin. But I just want to show you, because what happens if you guys are in here working on your project, and I dump them on Thursday before I go home for the weekend, but we have a lot of people in both classes working, and the cans fill up over the weekend, and I just haven't been back. It's not Monday yet. So if that happens, and you need to dump the can, you can dump the can. You come over here to the drum. You flip this little lever up. This ring comes off. This thing is full of stinky trash. The way that your mom does in the kitchen at home, but I do ask that if it is the weekend and it gets full, please don't just keep throwing trash on top of them and letting it go all over the floor. Just dump the trash for me, okay? If it's needed, I'm gonna get new gloves because that was a bit much. Somebody had a really inky mess in the bottom of that can. Now, you need old t-shirts or shop towel rags or something like that, and everybody has to provide their own. I'm gonna steal one from leftover from leftovers. This is not a clean rag. when it's time for solvents. Solvents are in here. Do not leave this open, okay, because the stuff in here does smell bad, that's why it's in here. So you open it, you get the stuff out, and then you immediately close it. For cleaning, you are going to the red cap. This is mineral spirits. You turn on the ventilation. Okay, ventilation must be on when you are using solvents. I'm going to start cleaning the brayer. A little bit of solvent, roll it off, and then wipe it down. You shouldn't be able to tell what color was used last. And when you clean, after you clean that really good, make sure you clean the rim on the side, because you can see from that little bit of yellow on there how the ink gets pushed over to the side some. So you're going to clean that. And then you're going to also make sure that no ink got kicked onto the bridge up here. We're going to leave things better than we found them. After that, I use the mineral spirit that's already out. You're going to want to use the least amount that you can to clean up, because if you don't, if you come straight to this with the mineral spirits and there's a whole lot of ink and you dump a whole lot of mineral spirits, you're going to be here for an hour trying to wipe all this stuff up. It's going to be soup. It's awful. Don't cut yourself wiping off the razor blade. I'm pinching above and pulling down, so I am not going to cut my thumb wide open, but wipe the ink off of the razor blade. And then, so I've used very little solvent, you see. And make sure you clean the sides and the edges. And make sure there's not ink all over the handle. If there's ink all over the handle, you're going to take these and put them away. They just go on the magnetic strip up here. Close that up so that people don't hurt themselves on it. Leave that running. I'm only turning it off because I'm talking to you and I am no longer actively working with the mineral spirits. As soon as you're done with the mineral spirits, they need to go back into the cabinet. Only use the mineral spirits for cleanup. There is a blue top squeeze bottle that is denatured alcohol, not for this process. There is a yellow top squeeze bottle that is lithothene. It is a solvent for lithography and it is way overkill for cleaning up. Only use mineral spirits. Last thing you do, get the simple green. Wipe it down. Do not eat in this room, but clean the counter as if you were going to have a sandwich here, okay? This gets put away on its back in the cabinet. This is clean, ready to go. If you are printing just like a single color relief block, offset, 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 put it away, that's fine. So that's how you can put these guys away. After you've printed a layer of your reduction though, you want to clean that up a little bit so you can carve. So get just a little bit of mineral spirits on a rag separately and then wipe it. Do not dump mineral spirits onto your block. Do not wash anything in the sink. Okay, this is oil-based. Water does nothing but make it worse. Do not submerge your block. Do not drench your block. Just a little bit of mineral spirit on a rag and then wipe it off. Okay? Anything that you have on there, if there's any ink that is still on there, it will offset in the proofing process. And if you just wipe it down with a rag, you should be okay, especially if you've blotted it, blotted it, blotted it, blotted it, and gotten most of the ink off first. That's how you clean up. Are there any questions? One other thing about cleanup, actually. If I'm in here working, so I did the demo, and then when I'm done with the demo, I say, Leo, do you need to use this black ink to print? And Leo says,
Yes.
and now who has responsibility for cleaning up the slab? It is passed along It is inherited. You finish cleaning up you finish working, who do you say something to? You say, does anybody need to use this ink? Right? What do you say?
No.
Okay, still your responsibility. What do you say?
Yes.
Okay, now you're taking the ink, and now you're also taking the responsibility for cleaning up. Leave the shop better than you found it. I am a very proud and competitive person. I'm petty, and I like to think that my students are better than other professors' students. So I like to think that you guys are like the best cleanup, you know? Oh, it's not my students who left a mess. My students know what they're doing. Okay? So just clean up really good when you're done.